everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kasey LeAlma. I am an aspiring author, planner nerd, and bookaholic. Today is Monday, the 26th of July. This month is almost over. It's the first month in the third quarter, and I'm not nowhere near ready for the month to end on like my goals. I'm a little short on my goals, so that is what I'm working on today. I'm gonna hopefully try to catch up on my goals, hopefully. But first, I got some mail from Origami Owl. This is a replacement of the earring that I got last week. One of the rhinestones crystals was missing in it, so I reported it because they were like $35, which probably isn't that much, but I wanted to make sure that all the rhinestones was actually there in the earring, so I got that. They're not really packaged that well, which is probably why they break. Well, all the crystals are there. So hopefully that's a good thing. Put these back in this box. And then I also got some Happy Mail from Simply Gilded. I don't know if you've ever ordered from Simply Gilded before, but I really like the washi from there because I'm more of a neutral washi person. For my planner, these are the washis that I have. These are just colors, really. That's pretty much what I like. It's solid colors or similar solid colors. But I ordered some pen refills because their pens are like this. Hopefully you can see them. I think it's too bright. I think I got the but these are gel pens in the 0.5, and they're my favorite pen to write with. And I think they're really pretty pens, but the refills cost $2 each, so they're pretty pricey. And I went ahead and got 10, so I got 7 black and I got 3 in blue, and I've never used their blue before, but hoping I like it. I use this pen on everything. I usually run out pretty quickly because they don't, I think they last maybe a month, because I use them on everything. So I got some mail, and I gotta put these up somewhere. Oh, my makeup is really getting me today. It's been on all day. I probably need to go and take it off. But I looked at my planner here when I got home, and I am going to be working on Ember Storm because that's what I'm working on. That's my goal, is to get it completely done. And I am working through the craft book, Sean Hole, the story grid. I mentioned it last month. I'm on part 3 of the book. I'm only 85 pages in, and there's like 232 pages, so I don't know how much more I have to go. But I'm working through the steps on his editing technique that he has in this, that he describes in this book, with Ember Storm. So I'm going to be working through that tonight, and I'm hoping to get through the book this week in the next 2 or 3 days, and then I will be starting again on my Ember Storm editing pass that I've been going through. I broke it down into 4 parts of 27, 28 pages. I am using these stickers to color code the different issues that I have with it. Sorry, my office is a mess. I got a new desk, and the desk has no drawers or anything, so everything's just kind of piled everywhere, and I have a tote under my desk with like everything else from my other desk. My husband's supposed to be moving my other desk and putting it back there because it has drawers and bookshelves on it, but we don't know if he's gonna be able to move it because the last time we moved it, it kind of broke while we were moving it. So I may have to get a new like bookcase to go back there to put this stuff in. And until then, all my stuff is in a tote under my desk, and it's very chaotic, and I hate it. I hate it. I really needed to go back to normal, but yeah, even my office is not normal because I have a piano and a crib and a bassinet in here that I need to sell and haven't been able to sell yet. And then there's just furniture that needs to be rearranged in here still before it's completely better. Before it's better. I am using the spare bedroom as my office, but that side's gonna be like the spare bedroom, and then this side's gonna be like my office. And I was hoping to get the other desk in here and then get an additional bookcase, because my books are in my buffet table that are out in the dining room. I don't have chinaware in my buffet table. I have books in my buffet table. I have like 200 plus books in there. It holds a crazy amount of books, but I was hoping that I could get a actual bookcase. I've never actually had an actual bookcase before, so we will see if I can get a bookcase in here in the next year. I'm hoping in the next year that this room will be completely better, but we shall see. We shall see. Okay, let's get going. So I'm working through the story grid book, and it's going very slowly because I think I'm too tired to do it. I think this is one book that I'm probably going to have to read on a day that I haven't worked and that I am fresh and had enough sleep, but this is not something I can do right now. It's also sort of confusing. He'll go into a sentence and then he'll say something, and instead of explaining it at that point, he'll be like, I explained this better in this later chapter. And so it's somewhat hard to follow the order that he has it in, and maybe this is just my exhaustion talking, but I'm on chapter 42 and I still haven't really got there. The other problem is I have it on my Nook that there are some diagrams in here, and they're hard to read because they're so small, and I can't, like, sometimes on books on here, if it has like a map, I can like zoom in and look at the map sometimes. I could not do that in this book, so I was having trouble reading some of the diagrams that are in here. I even tried like upping the font to a larger size, and it still didn't work. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this book aside. But I did have an aha moment last week when I was reading this, and it's kind of a big aha moment for my book, but I think it will make it better, and it will make more sense on what she's doing and what her father is doing, I think. I don't think it's going to require a lot of change. I think I'm going to have to scrap the first chapter. I think I'm going to have to scrap the first chapter and use that chapter in like more of a flashback later on instead of the start of the story. And then I'm going to probably have to rewrite some scenes, but I don't have to start over. I don't think. And then I just changed. I had that aha moment, and then I was thinking about it, and it would make more sense if Ember gets her powers at 23 instead of 21. So I've got to just change that, which is just, you know, changing some wording here or there. But I don't think it's going to be too much more work. I think I may have to add some scenes in for this change. I guess we'll find out. I only got 27 pages edited so far, but I need to go through and put this aside for now. I need to start back on my revision notes. I'm just gonna make a note of the change that I'm thinking about and what all it entails, and it's definitely a plot issue because I think it works better. So where's my sticker for plot? I made a sticker for things that I like in here, and the first scene is one scene that I really like because I think it shows the struggle that Ember's having, but ultimately I think that scene needs cut because I don't think the story should start there. And I've kind of been wavering on this point to start with, but yeah. So I just need to put in the sticker, and I need it to go here, which is where my other sticker is. Okay, I'm just gonna take some time and write out what I think this change should be, and then I'm gonna start working on this tonight. It's about 8:30. I started at 7, so I've done an hour and a half of like reading the story grid, and I probably shouldn't have. I was trying so hard to read it and like understand what he's talking about, but I was not following. Some of his examples were very old movies and shows and books that I've never read before. I mean, some I have heard of, maybe not read, you know, actually. And his whole example is Silence of the Lambs, which I've never watched or read because I'm not really a thriller type of person. I don't really enjoy those. Yeah, I mean, I know the gist of what that is, and through his example where he talks about it, but yeah, I was having trouble with following him because all his other examples are like older. Yeah, and since I'm writing an urban fantasy, one point in the book is like there's some scenes, conventions that are always in an urban fantasy, and I don't really have like exact scenes for an urban fantasy. I know there has to be magic, you have to be like in a city kind of view, which, you know, it is, but really that's all. I think I found like there was like 7 different things, and I have all those, but they're not like actual scenes. They're just like in general what the book should be about, and I got that. But it's 8:30. I'm going to work on this for another 30 minutes or so, and then I think I'm gonna call it a good night. That's 2 hours of solid work. I didn't get much done because I probably shouldn't have read that story grid, but other than that, we're going on. So. Okay, that's it. It's about 9 o'clock. I am going to sign off today, and I will catch you guys next week. This technically is the last week of Camp Namimal, but I quit Camp Namimal. I quit camp last week, so I have nothing for that. I'm just working through my edits as fast as I'm able, trying to go through them as best I can and to actually do all the work that is necessary this round, because I want this to be the last draft that I do before sending it off for actual feedback from people, and my goal is to have that ready by the end of this quarter. So I do have 2 more months to complete this, which is great, but I will be taking the Publish and Thrive course that author Sarah Cannon offers. But anyway, if you're still doing Camp Nano, I would love to hear about how you are doing in this final week. Have you hit your goal? Are you going to accomplish it by July 31st, which is Saturday? And if you're not doing Camp Nano, what project are you working on? Let's talk, let's chat. Put it down in the comments. Let's get to know each other. I would love to have each of you here in this community. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. So hit that button in the corner and join me each week on my journey to becoming a published author. And as always, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.